Welcome to this episode of Coding with LLMs. And in this episode, I'm continuing on my cookie clicker type game. In the previous episode, I was struggling a lot to get my V0 code to run locally. So I'll quickly walk you through it. I'm using v0.dev to generate this frame for the game. And I was trying to basically download the code and get it to work, and I was struggling a lot with errors and which version of Next to use and the version of React, and should I download the zip here and put it in, and should I use this command, and so on. Struggling a lot. So, but in the end, I finally got it to work. So if you want to watch that video, you can feel free to see. Not the best one, but I learned a lot, so I'm happy. So in this episode, I will try to put the game inside the frame. And yeah, so let's see. I'm a very beginner to Next.js, so I'm just going to make sure I have a clean commit, so it doesn't mean I've committed everything, so it doesn't, I can mess up. That will be fine. So not quite sure how to structure the code here, but I will create a folder for game component. Probably should use lowercase here. And I will start by moving this one here. Update imports for, okay, should not have done that, but I have to move all the code here basically, except for this and this. Let me start by moving all the code, seeds, assets, I guess, and I will put it under this game folder. These folders are empty. The UI manager folder I need, update, and all these other folders are empty, and this is just a React wrapper. So that should maybe be everything I need. And of course, I need to bring over some dependencies here. And it should only be phaser, I guess. So phaser dash save. So let's see if I get the same version. Look at my other package.json now. I should see phaser 3882. Yep, 3882. Fine. And then We probably need to fix a lot here. The question is, did all the references get updated properly here? Seems like. So I have my game component, and then I need to update the. Ooh. I have to look at the UI here for a moment. Yeah. So we can remove all of this stuff here. So I'm gonna try to get Claude to help me here. And then I'm gonna add GameJSX and say I want a game frame to render the game component. Import, place the placeholder game container with the game component, remove the placeholder game initialization code since we are now using placeholder game component. Yeah. Sounds pretty good. So here we are in gameframe.tsx. It has imported the game component, removed our old placeholder stuff, and inside the HTML or the JSX here, it is basically putting our game. Okay. And in the main scene, there are no changes, but I guess I have to save the file. Let's look in the browser now. Can it possibly work? Maybe if I run the server first. Will it compile? No. Can't resolve scenes preloader scenes. Where is this? In game. Okay, why? So it should be in like this, I guess. Maybe. Is it actually compiling again or not? Requests that should resolve the current directory need to start with /. Okay, fine. And as you can see, it, well, that was a bit strange suggestion here, I feel, but shouldn't it be like this? Window is not defined. Vercel does not contain a default export. How Did we import phaser before? Should be the same. And is it still complaining about module not found? Scenes, preloader scene, really? So it's looking in app, components, game, scenes, preloader scenes. Seems correct to me. Just clear up this and run again. I guess I could do npm run build to just compile. Okay. It seems it's ready. Oh, wow. This is awesome. So it doesn't fit perfectly in the frame, but why is that? But that was going faster than expected. Still complaining about phaser though, but clearly it is able to run phaser. Let me try to ask Claude to think a little bit about these errors. But first of all, let me just accept. And probably commit. Merged. And frame next app version 0.1. And then let's see if Claude can figure out what's going on here. So I'm going to be trying to like soak up even more information as I go here and not only rely on the LLMs to fix my problems and implement my features. And this is a problem. This is something that I've done many times before. Since I didn't add main scene and preloader context to main scene and preloader scene to the context here, it is assuming that I don't have them, and then it's creating them, which is very annoying because now I have two of each, right? If I save here, so suddenly we have what is going on here? I'm actually not sure. I have to try. Yeah, so basically it's re-implemented them, which of course is not what I want at all. So we'll discard all of this. And then we will make sure that we have the correct versions of these in the context. And of course, we have more. Of course, we have more changes as well. I mean, more files, so it could be we still need to add more. But these error messages are related to, maybe I need to add page.tsx at least. Other than that, we should be good. If any of you have some good tips here, please comment in the comment section below and let me know what I should do. Also, I can attach context. Dinosaur, maybe it can find that, and page.tsx. Right? Right. Let's try again. Add use client to make sure it's a client-side React component. Fix the phaser import. Okay, so it's just import star as. Okay. And then removing this stuff, which is probably okay. Optional fix for the dinosaur image path. It is the same path though. In public assets. Okay. Why is it looking for it there? Up. It should probably be somewhere else. No, game assets. Game assets, dinosaur WebP, right? Or not? I didn't move it at all, did I? My poor dinosaur is in the public assets folder. So it should probably be here. In the public folder. So will it be just this then? Or does it need to be app? Let's save all. Try to run it. Overwrite, overwrite, overwrite. We have to make sure that this is correct. Everything is saved. We have an error here. which I can understand. Oh, cool. So stuff is definitely not correct. We will accept. No, we will not. We will discard all of this. And in this file, it's okay. Can accept this. What else? Game JSX use client phaser line. Accept. Still running with old code because we have issues maybe. Okay, something is really, really wrong now. This is not the original game. Why? The main scene seems to be correct, doesn't it? I'm not getting any errors until I run it. And it's almost as if the file is cached because okay. Yeah, that's probably something. Don't say close everything, refresh, and then we're back. Yes. Great. Let's fix one thing at a time. The first problem is that the dinosaur is not in the app/public folder. Scenes, freeloader scene, it is in the public folder. Yeah, public. Try to remove these. Or actually, maybe I need those. And let's do this. No dinosaur. Now we see in the log. I have to get rid of all this logging. Failed to load. Public dinosaur webp. Okay. Cannot find. Dinosaur. Okay, update the path. Okay, well, no. Public was a type. Still doesn't work though. Could it be something with phaser here? Is it just like this? Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that. So I learned something new. And then I will try to fix the window is not defined. Okay. Let me just fix the main scene phaser import. Then hopefully these errors should go away. Clear terminal, refresh the game. Well, if when I clear the terminal, did I actually kill the server? Feels like. Okay, no, this is wrong. This is V. I need to go into app. And then, so we look at the log. Okay, so let me fix the import in game. And now let's have a look at this one. This might be because it's not the server side. Is it just use client maybe? Nope. Need some help. We're in game JSX. And we're getting this error. Phaser requires the browser's window object, fine. But your Next.js application is trying to run the code during server-side rendering. Yeah, that's why I tried to use client at the top. But probably what is going in here. But how to define a client component in React? I thought it was just use client at the top. Use client. This ensures that the component runs only on the client-side browser, not during server-side rendering. Use client must be at the very top of the file. You can now use React hooks. So discard this, use client. Maybe it's some of the other components. Do all these files needs to be? Do all Phaser code files need use client? But it's just a component that needs it, right? A component, and the component will use lots of stuff. And then these scenes are just code. Yeah. So I don't get it why this doesn't work. I mean, it works. Phaser runs, but why do I get this when I have use client at the top of the CSX. CSX. Whenever I'm getting this apple. Is it Parent component, no, use client. Mhm. So phasers are being imported and initialized during server-side rendering. The use client directive marks components for client-side rendering, but doesn't prevent the module from being processed on the server first. We need to dynamically import phaser only when in the browser. Update game component with dynamic imports. Check if Windows exists before initializing phaser. Uses dynamic import for phaser and the seed files. Note that dynamic imports return an object with a default property containing the actual module. So we use phaser.default instead of just phaser. Really? Interesting. Okay. Okay, we have two games. How come? No, two game instances are rendered in the browser. I just want to check here. How do I use Phaser in a Next.js? I want to see if it mentions this, which is not available during server-side rendering. Here's how we can do it. Okay, so here it suggests to use effect hook, which seems cleaner, or was that what we already had? Still have multiple games. Which is a bit strange. Hopefully a good explanation for it, but so maybe I'll discard this and have a look at the answer from ChatGPT. So use effect. This is same, use effect. And then we have if game ref don't current return. Prevent multiple instances. Sounds exactly what I need. Great. And then after all of this, we will, instead of this const game thing, we will do this. And then clean up here. Will this work? Seems like a cleaner solution, but it doesn't quite work. Do we have any errors? Yeah, server errors. Windows is not defined, so didn't quite work. So let's try again. I tried to implement it, but something is missing. So will it modify my sample now? A little bit. A little bit. Are we back to 2 games now? Yes. Okay, let's discard this. Change to GPT 4.0. Try again. Okay, I guess this is similar, maybe slightly different. And we have multiple games. Problem is that I have multiple instances of the game. Okay, some additional checks here. That did not solve it. Another try. Nope. Let's try Gemini Flash. Still getting multiple instances of the game. Okay. Let's see what Gemini Flash comes up with. Nope. To be sure, I want to just recompile everything here. And then let's move to Claude thinking model. Change my keyboard layout. Still getting multiple instances of the game. Yeah, I don't know what more to add here, to be honest. Let's try a completely different approach. Creating a singleton pattern. Okay, interesting. Okay, Tracer Game Manager. Sounds like overkill. But why not? Okay, seems like we have some compilation error here, which we need to fix. And of course, I forgot to add page.tsx to my content context, so hopefully it didn't get totally messed up now. Might just discard these changes and try again. I mean, this must have been done many times before. I feel like this should work. Probably I'm missing something. Dynamic import with SSR are false. Oh my God, is this the part I was missing? Really, that sucks. I have to start reading everything. So let's try this first. And of course it worked. I was just about to go back and try the other version. But of course it works now. We've got some errors in the console. And I need to add a loading screen for sure. Since this is working, I'm extremely tempted to just accept it. This is some sort of loading screen. You know what? I'm going to accept this. And I'm going to see if we have any more issues in the logs. There's definitely some bugs with the game. Cold skill just did 2 damage. How it works, but and now it's the boss, and I'm screwed since I have not taken any. I can take arcane and hit 5, and oh, I'm surviving. I might as well set a new high score while we're at it. It's getting hard to survive. And next level, probably gonna die to the boss. Yeah, too hard. 3,484, not too bad. Okay, now I want to make sure that screen is filled. Well, maybe I need more screen real estate. So how big is this one now? This one is big. This is the game container. Okay. Uh, so where is that? Game container div. This one should be 800 by 600. Can I just do this? Not really. But now I say some padding or margins. Yes. What is that container? Okay, not entirely sure how to fix this. We need to look in probably game frame and see where is the game. Okay, this one. So here, game should take fill the whole container. No margins. Should exist. I don't think my explanation was good enough. widthful. This seems fine. Is it? I have to find the. Let me try to do some really stupid um, prompt here. Whole yellow borders. Shouldn't have used the thinking model. Um, okay. Put phaser in fit mode. Center both. That I've never seen before. But that is interesting. If it can just automatically stretch the game to fit the container, that would be perfect. Yes, it did. Of course, we need to scale everything inside the game as well. But this is good. This is good. I can work on this in the next episode. Okay, I think I will leave it there. We got stuff done. Took quite a while, but I'm very happy with the result. And in the next video, we can keep working on the UI. I think it's actually good that we have some more screen real estate here. And we'll definitely have to make the content of the game dynamic as well, so we can scale up and down based on need, especially if we're going to make it work on mobile phones, which I'm not convinced that we're going to do, but at least it should be able to scale easily based on needs, because we might need even more screen real estates and so on. Okay, so that's it for today, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.